One habit that I don't have that I really need to get into is making my bed. But it's not gonna happen. Alright, brothers. What's good? How are you doing? I have a feeling you're not doing very well, considering what this video is about. Unless you're just loyal to me, and you're just here to give me a view that I love you. And I hope you enjoyed this video, and I hope you still take something out of it, even if you are happy. Okay. Sad people of the internet. I was one of you at one point, but guess what? I've moved on to a better place. Jesus, I love to praise your name. I'm not depressed anymore. That's totally a lie. That's something we need to talk about right now. Mental health is very important. Mental illness happens. You can go through some ruts. Guess what? I'm a psych major, so I understand these things. I've also gone through them. So I know depression, anxiety, panic disorders, those types of things can eat you alive, and it sucks so bad. But there are things that you can do to improve your overall happiness. We're going to be talking about changing your entire mental set, the entire way you look at everything. I'm not saying that, like, if you do these things, depression is cured, because no, depression is never cured. It's chronic illness. But these things will help you. They helped me. And I've been pretty sad before, so. The whole purpose of me addressing mental illness was just to be clear that, like, I'm not minimizing those things. And I feel like it kind of sounds like I am, but I'm not. Like, I understand that they're hard and they're really hard to go through. There are things that you can do to make it more livable, more comfortable for yourself, and that's, like, what this video is about. I just wanted to make sure that y'all didn't think I was just being insensitive. Like I said, I've gone through it. So that's what this disclaimer thing was about. I feel like I kind of rushed through it, but I wanted to emphasize it a little bit more. So that's why I'm here right now to let you know. We're going to break this down into 3 main components today. We're just going to improve your entire quality of life. Step number 1, kick out the toxicity. Kick out the toxic elements of your life. In doing this, you need to first identify what is making you sad, because I know something's making you sad. It can feel like you are just consumed by sadness and you can't say, like, this is what is making me sad, but there are things you can identify, and that's what you need to do in this step. What's keeping you from being happy? What is that thing you need to get over? Do you have bad friends? Do you have a significant other that you need to break up with, move on from? Maybe social media is eating you alive. Maybe the comparison of you towards Instagram models. Also, forms of sad and violent media you might need to get out, whether it's violent video games or sad music, angry music. Like, think about what you're consuming. That's going to add to how you feel. It's not selfish to focus on you. It's not selfish to kick these things out. Putting yourself first and trying to be truly happy, that's never selfish. Step number 1, figure out what is eating you alive and get rid of it. It's a hard one, and I'm not telling you exactly how to do it because there are so many things that could be the problem here. And so if you have something specific that you need help walking through, let me know what it is and I'll teach you how to get through it. Next step is acquiring positive coping mechanisms. This is very broad. There are so many things that you could do to cope with things in a positive way. Biggest thing I can say is just find your thing, whether it's art, fitness, or like cooking, something like that. I play piano. Music is always nice because it's that physical feeling of getting anger out or sadness. You're physically doing something, physically putting energy in that's going to take from the demons up here, gets these out, takes a negative and puts it into a positive. Creative outlets are always good. If you're not a creative person, you don't think you're a creative person, there's so many more things that you could do. You could go for a car ride. Long car rides are very therapeutic, or hiking, or just relaxing in a hammock, hanging out with nice friends that add to your life rather than expend your energy and travel, find somewhere new, just breathe breathing it out sometimes helps, I will not lie. The last stage is the entire mental shift. Right now, you're probably very caught up in little things that contribute to the overall big picture. The biggest thing you need to do is think about the bigger picture and think when you encounter these smaller details, you just can't sweat the small stuff. You really can't. You have to think about the things that you are in control of, because those are the things you can care about. Those are the things you're allowed to care about. You're not allowed to care about things that you cannot control or manipulate or do anything about. If you can't change it, you cannot waste your energy in being upset about it. It's not something you can let consume you. This is an overall perception of life leading to the humanistic term of psychology and finding your self-actualization. Like, are you ever really going to be completely happy with yourself? Maybe, maybe not. But once you are generally happy with yourself, you can enjoy your life. If you don't try to make these little changes, these little tweaks every now and again, you're never going to find that happiness. And that's just how it is, honestly. Once you yourself are happy, you can help others be happy. You can contribute more to the world, but you need to give yourself that time to find happiness within yourself, because once you are unquestionably happy, you can be genuinely selfless, live selflessly, focus on something more than your sadness. If you know what it's like to be depressed, you know, like, it's so consuming and you're constantly thinking, wow, I am so miserable, I am so sad. But once you make these little tweaks, it is insane what you can do for yourself. The secret here is nothing that I've said or continue to say. It's not going to work at all unless you truly want it to, unless you're actively working at it. If you find it cute and quirky to be sad and mope over your significant other that leads you on and breaks you and leads you on and breaks you and leads you on and breaks you, you're never going to be happy. You are never going to find happiness. If you seriously want a change, you need to change your mindset. You need to change the way you do things. We all go through these ruts. It's not out of the ordinary, but we are all capable of getting out of them. Although I'm not where I want to be, I'm where I need to be. And you have to think about that. Like, you are here for a reason. But you know that there's more that you're supposed to be here for, but you have to grow from where you are right here to get to where you're supposed to be over here. But you have to stick around, and you have to get there. You have to work towards it. I know a lot of the things I've said are very vague, but soak it in. Think about it. Think about what I've said. Live intentionally. Live with purpose. There's so much that you can add to this world. You need to do it. We're not always going to be happy 100% of the time. That's just how it is. If you made it to this point, thank you for listening. I really hope these things help. If you want a video of more ideas for positive coping mechanisms and whatnot, I would be more than willing. Hope you enjoyed this video. I hope it actually helped. That's all I have to say. Thank you for listening to my gibberish. I hope it helped. It helped me. And I know not everybody's the same, but like, it helped me, and I'm pretty stubborn, so. Love you. Have a good day. Bye.